Peace and blessings. Testing. Peace and blessings. I mean, not testing. Let me upload this, y'all, to my group page. So let's see. First, let me get on and refresh it. Alrighty. I am online and I'm so excited. So let me just share this as I do every night. Share to page. All right, y'all, hold on. Okay. Yes. Peace and blessings, everyone. How are you? Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy. Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Let's see who we have on tonight. Hey, Jean. Hey, Yashman. Hey, evening. Hey, Serena. Thank you. Good evening to you too. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Janae. How are you all? So good to see you. So glad you're here. So yes, if you want to share this, you're going to want to share this because tonight is going to be an informative evening. Hey, Barbara Jackson, how are you? So Barbara, I hope you got those recipes for the Blackberry Beauty Secrets, how to glow from head to toe. I put it up today. I'm so excited. Hey, Fanasha, thank you for saying that. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Serena. Hey, Jean. Everybody is on. So let's give people a chance to continue to come on. And we are going to get on into it tonight. So we're going to talk about moving to buy land and the importance of it. I want to tell you about my day and why it's inspired. Good, Barbara. Thank you. I'm so glad you did. Hey, Nakia. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Yvette. How are you? How you doing? Let's see who else is on. We're going to give people a chance, of course, as always. Hey, Angela. How are you? Hey, thank you, Angela. That lead you gave us for the BU Cafe, the one that we're going to see this Saturday night. I don't know if you heard it when I said it on the live stream I did today for the group, for the training course, Blackberry Beauty Secrets. But we're going to see Norman Connors this Saturday in Durham. So I'm so excited. So thank you so much. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Vitamin Sage. How are you? Yeah, so yeah, you got it. Good. Thank you so much. We met the woman from the Ngozi African shop, and the sister, her name is Diana in the other shop. Diana is so cool. She's actually going to meet with me on Saturday, and we are going to Raleigh to go to the farmers market in Raleigh. She says it's off the chain, so she's going to take us. Also, she wants to help me learn how to garden, how to grow fruits and vegetables, and she lives in Hillsborough. She's invited me to her home. So y'all, it was on like hot butter popcorn. So I really want to thank you. Hey, Elena, how are you? So good to see you on. So yeah, I want to thank you. I want to tell y'all, I'm telling y'all, it could be Southern hospitality. It could be me. It could be, but I met people today. I met a sister today at a shop in Durham who sells African clothing and hats and artwork and beautiful African art, like wonderful. Her name is Diana, and she was so gracious. She's like, yes, look, you want to know how to grow, you can come on the land and help to plant, and you can harvest. I'll teach you. She said, I'll take you to the Raleigh Farmers Market on Saturday. Meet me. I mean, it just... And then so much good has happened, and I just want to thank you. I'm really having a very good time. Thank you. They are good. They are good people. They are such good people, and I'm so glad. Hey, Crystal Girl, Good Girl Brown, how are you? So glad you're here tonight. So yes, ladies, let me put on my glasses so I can actually see everyone without kissing the screen, because I'll do it. So let's see. We got 17 people. That's great. Let's wait till we get about 20 people, and then we're going to get started. So for those that, since we're just getting started, y'all, today I had the pleasure. So you know what, y'all, I tell you this. Hey, Jackie. Hey, how are you? That's right. I got my glasses too, dear. That's right. Laugh out loud. We don't want to miss a thing. Hey, Tamika. How are you? Nicole Harris. How are you? Y'all, Today was just a beautiful day. So I've really been feeling like I needed to connect to people. You know, when you move, and if you take the next January, this January intensive, the 29th, I think it's Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m., $97 intensives, all the ways tell you how to move, how to do it. You will know a movie about moving and why you want to do it. And tonight I'm going to talk about it from a different perspective. I was inspired. I was very much inspired by my trek out. My husband and I went out today, and I really wanted to go to Durham. I really wanted to see some black folks, and I really wanted to go to Durham. And I had asked a sister, Angela, who lives in Durham, I asked her, where is a jazz spot? And girl, it's exactly what we wanted and more. And we got to talk to the owner of 3 of the stores, the businesses, black-owned businesses. It's actually 4 in a row of black-owned businesses in Durham. There's one called, what is it? I forget the first name. It's a chicken and waffle place. And anyway, we just had a ball. Hey, Cotillia, and I just want to say, have you ever walked into a place and the owner said, look, I will take you around, meet me, I'll take you to the farmer's market, come to my house, I'll show you how to garden and grow your own food. We must have met her, 15 minutes? We met a brother friend of hers, he was a pastor. Dames, that's it, Dames, thank you, Angela. It's called Dames Chicken and Waffle. Yes, black owned. I think he owned more than one, too. Chicken and waffles. Yeah, girl, it was smelling good. We ain't going to chicken and waffles, but I'm actually going to go in anyway so that I can, I want to introduce myself. I want to talk to him. You know, it's nice to know our people and where they are. And we got some of the history of Durham, and that street used to be the Black Wall Street of Durham. And, we talked about gentrification. I mean, we literally went to 4 different businesses. They all in a row. And every last one of those people sat with us and talked to us for at least 30 minutes to an hour. And it was amazing. And it was so much fun. Dames in Greensboro, too. Yes, thank you. I heard us in Greensboro. That's the other place. Thank you. You got me ready to move. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope you can take the next intensive as well. Angela says yes. And Nubia, my aunt, thank you for being on. So yeah, y'all, I mean, what an experience to walk into a place. They gave us, you know what, if there was a welcoming center when you come into a new state, whether it's a new state of mind or a physical state, then we had that today. I'm not exaggerating to you that I'm telling you, a woman I don't know, I'm going to meet her, my husband and I, we're going to the farmer's market in Raleigh. I'm coming over to her house. We're going to garden. She owns the business. The other sister, Ngozi, from the Ngozi shop, she, again, gave us so much information of what to see where. Then we went to the venue so we can listen to some jazz. We're going to go back out. It was just amazing. I mean, if you think that you don't want to leave where you are because you know everybody and because you got people looking out for you, do you know there's new people waiting to look out for you? Do you know that when you have a certain kind of vibrational frequency, people are attracted to you just like you are to them? But I talked to the Creator today. I talked to the Most High. I talked to Spirit today, and Spirit knew I needed that connection with people that looked like me. And little did we know, our idea was we could have bought the tickets for the BU Cafe to go see some jazz or to see Norman Connors. We could have bought the tickets online, but the place was like, come on in, we'll give you a tour, da-da-da. We was like, yeah, you know what, we got to go. Let's go to Whole Foods in Durham, because we can go to Durham, Chapin, Raleigh, Greensboro. There's lots of them in North Carolina. And we said we were specifically going to go to Durham so we could go. But we parked in front of one shop that was African shop, so African things and African artwork. And they said, now go next door, and then go next door, and then go next door. And it was like renewing. It reminded me of why I'm here. And let me just tell you about the conversation. So I'm putting out a call to action tonight. It is very serious that we as black folks not only buy property, not only buy the house that we live in, but also the land. They can always build a new house. They can tear one down and make another one. They can fit one in some place, but you can't make more land. You cannot make more land. And eventually, y'all, I mean, everybody is predicting it. We're going to have another kind of stock market crash like we had in 2007, like we had during the Great Depression, and that black folks again is going to get hit the worst. Why do we keep waiting for what we know is coming, but yet we're sitting ducks? Why don't we be able to stack our cash, make our money, move if we have to, in order to have a piece of the land? Because the land can always be passed down. This is the conversation we had with all of the businesses. And the business called BU Cafe, they actually own the building. Not just the business. The other ones are renting the space. They own the building. And these are black people. And so if you don't get it, and we was talking to a pastor who owns land. He told us how to, because we owned our own land, he told us how to buy, to get more house. We learned so much by getting outside. But all of them said, what are black people waiting for? Why are we not buying land? Don't you understand that is where your value lies? It's not in the house. I was thinking today too. Jackie says, this is nice. Love it that you talk to black business owners. It was wonderful. Hey, Vet, how are you? So nice. Hey, thank you, Pan-African Liberation Movement, for joining, for sharing, and for all those that want to share. I would think you would want to share tonight, because I'm going to share some stuff with you. Natasha said, just coming on. You look so good in red, Lisa Marie. I say, thank you, Natasha. It is truly my favorite color. Truly my favorite color. So I appreciate that so much. Y'all, it's the conversation my husband and I have been having. So I am promoting my $97 3-hour live intensive that starts that is January 29th from 2 to 5 p.m. If you have not gone to the website yet, you got time. That's why I'm giving you till after the 15th. I know after Christmas, I know after the holidays, people's money is funny. I know we're trying to pay them bills and the whole bit, but I want to teach you something that $97 may turn into $97,000 if you use the intensive in the right way. You must own something, but not just the house you live in. And that would be great if you can own that, but most of us don't. But you can own land. You got better than the house. The idea of if the stock market crashes, or if we go through a financial crisis in this country, which really is not just this country, financial crisis in the U.S. affects the world. And that if that happens again, which it will, because cycles always repeat themselves. You see how much gentrification is affecting the rents. You see how high the rents are going. Property values are up. Why don't you think, this is going to crash? You know what's going to happen. Thank you. That's right, Anita says, networking at its best. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Angela, for sharing, and those that are sharing the video. I appreciate it if others will share it as well. Jackie said there are a lot of business owners that don't look like us. Some of them are good people, but they are some who only think of my people as dollar signs, not people. But you know what? This is me and my husband was saying, and Jackie, I agree with you, but you know what? As black people, we got to stop having the same damn conversations. We know the problem. We are the solutions. You know what? With black folks, we know the problem and the solution. It's almost like I said to myself, I think black people, we like to talk about the problem. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a cultural thing. I see us. We get together, we talk about the man and what they're doing and not doing. And you're right. Everything that we say is true. How do we get on the winning end? How do we get on the side that wins? They ain't going to make no more land. They ain't going to make no more land. If you buy the land, you can put whatever you want or not put whatever you want, and you're still going to win. If you can have land and grow your own food, then you're doing something great. When we say to people, I think for us, we don't know, like we bought 18.5 acres of land. To us, it was the opportunity. It was right. We bought it. When we say to other people, we bought that much, when people go, oh yeah, how much land you got? I got about 2 or 3 acres. They say, we say 18.5. We're not bragging. We don't know. That's what we got to be like. 18.5. Girl, they are so happy and so proud that we were smart enough to, first of all, to do it. So Jackie says it's probably will, because we now have a cuckoo. Yeah, as a president, that alone, and Jackie, you on it. That alone should get y'all to say, listen, I'm going to tune into Lisa Marie every night. I'm going to take that moving course. This woman's saying $97 to change my life and the life of my community, but more than that, life of my people and my legacy, creating a legacy that's going to help those that come after me. The brother in the BU Cafe that owns not just the business, but the building itself, bought the building. He talked about how he's been blessed, that he grew up, born and raised in North Carolina, and has generations of deeds, basically, to land that they own. And the deeds are just being passed down, passed down. So now for him, he wants to actually move to Atlanta and buy a big house, because you know you can in Atlanta, and him and his wife, because they're secure here. When people hear that we bought land, they high-fiving like crazy. Like, it make me realize it is a big deal, but it's also smart. It's a big deal, and it's not a big deal. So Doe says, I need this talk tonight. I've been wanting to buy land for years, and I haven't done it. My mom has always owned some kind of property. I got to get on the winning end. Come on, Queen. There you go. Rachel Gorman just joined. How are you? Jackie says, as I begin getting rid of the dust, and it's a lot. We got good news that we may be able to move from this place to another. Yes, step one. And you know what, Jackie? Step one. Jackie, you know you're in the Blackberry Beauty Secrets How to Glow from Head to Toe. You got to understand, don't let the title think it's superficial. I'm really moving you. I'm cleaning out how I got here to buy land. It took years of doing things that I didn't know I was doing. And when I sat down and thought about it, that's how I create my intensives, my courses, based on how do I condense it? How do I take all the mistakes, all the things I didn't know, all the time it took me to realize, and put it in a place where my people can have something? Do you really think it's enough for me and my husband to own land and not have other people that look like us own? That's selfish. That's like the runaway slave who wanted to go to the North to be free when their whole family was still being enslaved in the South. We didn't do that. That's not true for us. So $97, you need to be up in it, because I'm going to show you how to move, but why you want to move. Very, very important. Janae says, yes, that's beautiful. Parents have 10 acres, moving and striving towards that. Yes, ma'am. Jackie says, that is wonderful, Janae, isn't it? Valerie Sage says, fear is paralyzing. People are afraid to try and afraid of success. You are so right. Winning comes with a stigma that leads us to feeling guilty for not remaining at low function with others. Come on, Queen. You are speaking. This is an ill state of thinking. It should be about growing to help others grow, building to help others build. You better believe it. Hey, Muhammad Quinette, it's so nice to have you on. Greetings, Queen. Just getting on. You just in the right place. I'm talking about moving. I'm talking about land buying. That's why I'm going to give people a chance. I know this is very important, and I'm going to, in the intensive for January 29th on Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m., it's virtual. Anybody can join around the world, moving up and moving out. I'm going to go get you the details on what to do and how to do it. I sat down and thought about what we did, but I mean spiritually, what we did before we bought it. It wasn't about our great credit. We didn't have none. It wasn't about a bunch of money. We didn't have none. I just want you to know. So we're going to need a little black girl magic in order to make it happen. What I teach is holistic. I am not just the traditional businesswoman. I know we need magic. I know we need God, Goddess, the ancestors. I know that. And I know we need metaphysics. I know we need all of it to get it, but we can. See, this is the thing. We knew gentrification was coming. Now we know gentrification has come. I mean, in Oakland and other cities, even the brother talked about in Durham. Durham is being gentrified too. He said it's already happened. In Oakland, it's already happened. It's not, what are we going to do about gentrification? It's already happening. How do we become on the winning side? You already know having. So what's going to happen is all that buying and that greed and the high rents and the whole bit and the jobs that people can't afford, stock market's going to crash. We already know it. And what's going to happen is all that property, land is going to be more available. It's going to be cheap because they're going to be trying to get rid of it. You're going to be able to buy real estate. You're going to be able to buy things that you could not buy before at a price that is so dirt cheap. But if you fall or crash with the stock market, you're not able to do that. So when I still have those 3-hour courses called Creating Healthy Money Rituals, and the other one called Sell or Be Sold. You can buy the replay for $77. I really want you to be in a position to stack some cash, and we could do it better if we did it together so that you can take advantage of when it goes. Because there's some people starve, and go broke during the stock crashes, and some people profit greatly during this time. I see everybody. I see so many of my brothers and sisters. I could talk about Oakland because I lived there so long. You're living in these apartments. You're struggling to pay this rent every month to month. Do you really think that's going to be available? Don't you think after a while the landlord's going to realize he can sell the building, throw you out, get you out, and then get somebody to pay way double, triple, quadruple the amount? What's going to happen if you don't own your own space? People that have houses where the mortgage is high, it's just going to get higher. Property taxes just going to get... I'm not trying to scare you. I'm telling you, don't get scared. Take action. Let it fuel you. That's what life is about. Look, this is what I realize about life. It's going to change. Challenges will come. That's not the bad news. That's life. That's not bad news. That's what it is. The good news is, how do you put yourself in a position to take care? We got to stop saying, I see some people in Oakland, well, you know what, the California lifestyle, I just can't give it up. I can't see myself in the South. It's so slow. So you broke, you ain't got no money, but it's moving fast. You don't own where you live. You don't own the land where the place where you don't own sits on, but you scared to move. Your family is all around me, but you the one that could actually help them out. Moving is essential. I'm coming in today. I'm not talking about maybe you should move. Maybe it's not for everybody. It's for you. You must move if you need to, because soon even the South won't be available for you to purchase. Jackie says here in the Detroit as well. So yes, y'all keep watching, keep sharing. I appreciate it so much. Jackie says that's what they are doing now, Lisa. Even new complex that is being built is pricing us out. But look, y'all, why we sitting? We know it's happening. What can you do? What you holding on to? I know many of you say, well, I have a job here, so the job can let you go tomorrow. How do you create? Even in a depression, there are people that create. I'll talk about it. My husband talked about a good point. Remember during the gold rush, people coming to California during the gold rush, it wasn't the people who went to dig for gold that actually found gold and became millionaires. It was the ones that supplied the equipment that detected where the gold was that made the money. Don't you see that there's so many things that's going to be needed, and no matter what the economy is? How can you be a producer of those things? Maybe you have to move. Maybe you have to change locations. Maybe you have to be more independent thinking. You got to change your mind. Penny Pickney, how are you? Muhammad Quintet says, yes, I ain't scared. I'm thinking about moving now. Where I live, the cost of living is very high. I am ready to take action. I printed out homes. This is confirmation for me for God. I'm so glad, Queen. Natasha says, I've always felt like I didn't have what it takes to own land, but today is a new day. Girl, Natasha, if I could do it, I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know about it either. I didn't know about it, and I'm going to tell you that I know you can do it. You are ready. Jackie says, exactly. They were trading post and general store suppliers. Come on. That's right. Sarita Wilson says, hi, everyone. Hey, Queen. I'm great, sis. I'm so glad, Penny. Jackie says, hey, Sarita. Hey, Queen. So, y'all. Black folks, we got to have another conversation. We can't talk. And we're so smart. We know exactly what's going on. We know exactly who's doing it, and we know exactly where we're going to end up. Why don't we do something about it? And I understand, Queen, talked about the paralyzing fear, and we cannot let that. You know what I thought? I told my husband, we the last folks, black people are the last people that should be afraid to move. We don't have to relocate to find our kin, relocate to find jobs. We left the South and moved to California and worked in the shipyards. We left the South and came up north because during the war there was more jobs. I don't understand why I don't know why we're so scared to move. We have to let that go and understand that in the end, you have to build something for yourself, because really, relatively, it's all sure. I know a lot of us think, well, I'm going to die anyway. And if I wait sooner or later, it's going to be over. So I don't have to do anything about it. But what about those that come after you? And you know, like I said, we met a pastor today, and I was told the pastor was in one of the African shops, and he was in a town. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of the town that he was from, but something he said that stood out to me, and I want to share it with you. Muhammad says, amen, give me chills. Ashe. Jackie says, sorry, I should have said hello to everyone. Hey, folks. Katia says, hello, how you doing? I love moving. Moving is wonderful. But if you take my intensive this on Sunday, at the end of last Sunday of the month, I'm telling you, we're going to go places. I'm not teaching to make money, just to make money. I'm teaching so that we could have a community. When I look at Durham and think about what it used to be like, sometimes I wish I was there. When I think of Harlem and what it used to be like, Bed-Stuy and certain places. Now, I'm not talking about during the crack era and I'm talking about when we had a heyday, when there were many black Wall Streets in many different states and different cities throughout the U.S. We can have that again. But we have to move forward and stop being scared. I know many of us, hey, Rahima, I know many of us, we know what's coming. We know what's coming, but we waiting around. No, I'm going to hold on to this little house in West Oakland, but you don't own it. I'm going to stay in this apartment, but you don't own it. But more than that, you don't own the land that sit on there. Worst came to worst, if you bought some land, god dang it, you can put a tent on that bad boy if you had to. You can grow your own food and no one can stop you. The pastor used to be a builder and a contractor. He gave us the rules. He said, oh, you mean you're not buying a house? You bought the land. He said, when you own the land, you got more rights and there's more ways to save money. He broke down so much to us just for owning the land. Rahima, let me get what you said, Queen. Hold on. Let me get all y'all. Y'all coming in fast. Hey, Katia, Rahima says, what? What's up, beautiful Coco, beautiful one, love you. You inspire me. I'm so glad, Sister Rahima, Mama Rahima. Hi, Jackie. Katia says, hi, Rahima says, and yes, we can, and yes. Natasha said, I heard that in New York, people live in the same apartment, paying rent for 50, 60 years until their mother dies, and then the grown children do the same, paying rent. It's not something for generation to generation. Come on. Muhammad says, well, us black folks better get ready because time is going to get even harder. So true. Let's go, family. That's right. Rahima says, you know. Penny, English is on. Thank you. Rahima says, and if we think of working together, we can do magic. Kaylin K just joined, and Penny English Powell just joined as well. And let me say that this is what the brother told us, because he gave us all this advice about, because he knew he was on the end of the builder, the contractor. He told us all these things about when you own land, the benefits of that, what you can get, how much money you can build a $500,000 house for $200,000. He told us all these little loopholes and things that we wouldn't know, because most of us don't own land, because most of us ain't on the owning side. And he told us about different houses to build and how it's profitable. But he talked about the same thing. Why are I'm going to say it tonight, I'm going to say it a lot. They ain't making no more land. You can't go make land. You got to buy what's already here. And it's available. We got to stop thinking about what is lifestyle in these folks. What lifestyle you living? Working from paycheck to paycheck? That's your lifestyle? Struggling to pay your rent every month? Is that your lifestyle? You don't want that. You don't need that. And I'm going to show you how to do it differently. So, hey, Penny says yes. Yes. Oh, hey, Rahima. Okay, good. You're calling people. You're telling people to come on. Thank you, Rahima. I appreciate that. Good, Rahima. Call them up, honey, because we need to get on. We need all the black folks we can find and anybody else that cares. Because really, white folks is in the pickle too. But they in the pickle too if they ain't owning what they got. And something about that ownership anyway. Hey, Erica, it does something. When you say you bought land, people listen to you, but also they have new information for you. You have to put yourself in new situations in order to meet new people with new information. Do you know how valuable it is? If we didn't have the land, we wouldn't have the conversation. We wouldn't know about what's coming. We wouldn't know about how to do it better. Do you understand why the importance of moving? Hey, Sean Nicole says, So true. That's true. So true. Much land. Rahima said, calling people. Thank you, Rahima. Put them on. Tell them to come on. Erica says, hey, sis, how you doing? Yes, Rahima, call them on. Aziza Nubia join. Share with your folks. This is important. This is important. Some of y'all think, listen, y'all, that's why I'm going to share the secrets with you in the next intensive. It's not just you can do it. You can even do it collectively. Y'all can come in together. If you don't think you have enough, get 3 other people that have enough and you can do it. Once we buy, they will they will try to us out. We have to learn not to break and keep fighting. My grandmother owns lots of land in Iowa, and they want it. They want it. Oh, they do. I agree with you that they're going to want it. But you know what? If we get enough of it, it's going to be okay. It's a better deal than not. It's a better to have than to not have. I'd rather fight the fight of having than fight that other fight of not having and begging for crumbs and hoping somebody can help us. See, we wait for stuff. We think the government, the president, we do, and the president thing, yes, it's going to affect a lot, but we worry. We only affected by it because we keep wondering what he's going to do for us. What you going to do for yourself? Black folks do for self. We always do. Try to buy us out. Yes, ma'am. So, okay, I got you. No, don't worry about the typos, Muhammad. No problem. Thank you for those that are sharing. I really appreciate it. It's very important. Natasha says, my family already has the extra land and I can live, build, and thrive and make fruitful, but I have bought into that same old thinking. The country is too slow. Thank you for admitting that. I appreciate you saying it. Nothing to do. Fool myself into thinking there's no value in it. You better believe it. Listen, you know what? The brother was talking today. I love the pastor. He said, yeah, what's this idea that, we have to get sick, that we have to get old, that we have to die? He talked about the body and he talked about the ability. We all know that the body regenerates itself all the time. Y'all here trying to get on some special diet. That's why Rahima says we really need to work in teams. We do. We talking about this going to save us, that's going to save us. No, living on that in that slower pace. Living with that nature, that's going to keep you young and healthy forever. We don't even have it right. Rahima says we can buy our apartment buildings, that's right, or get together and do something like we used to, gather and go clubbing. Come on, together and go ahead. That Tamika says there's a sense of pride and ownership. Oh my gosh. And you know what, sister? You're so right. It's such a sense of pride that, like I said, when we say, they say, oh, you bought land. Oh, how much land? I said, we say 18.5. Black people stop in their tracks. What did you say? You said almost 20 acres of land? Yeah, 20. But the ones that know get it. Like, they want to talk. They want to give you information. They want to tell you things. You'll talk about you want more, but you have to put yourself in a position, again, to be around people who have information. Ain't nobody going to talk to you about something that you ain't got. If you ain't got it, ain't nobody going to talk to you about it. But once you acquire it, you start opening up and start seeing things. Do you know how fueled I was to say, I'm going to make this business a success? I'm going to make sure that I make my money. I'm going to do what I got to do because see, the thing is, in our lifetime, we want to really own the land out now. Because if we can't come up with that money, they take the land back. And this is just the truth. So we have a plan. That's why in my $87 a month intensive, it's called the Mastermind Mastery Now. We are actually masterminding and we're setting goals. Some people have 6-month goals, 8-month goals, 10-month goals, 11-month goals, a year goal, 2 years, minus 2 years. Every one of us in that mastermind group, we're so serious. We know we need each other. We know we need to share information. We know we need to sit down and map it out. We know it. And we're doing it. I say in 2 years, I say we need to get it together, and we can. You can't come. See, this is the thing. So let's get real practical because I know what you're thinking. So I'm gonna dispel some myths for you. Hey, Olasana. Hey, Jackie, when you draw up the plans, please let me see them. Do you like 1-story or multiple story homes? I think that you should definitely, I like multiple story homes, but actually I think if you're going to buy any kind of real estate, you need to have multiple dwellings. No one family homes. You need to have multiple. You need to have doors and lots of them if you're going to get into real estate. That's for real. But you also need to own the land. I think the land is the most important. because it will always be valuable. But when they start to sell it, you need to be able to buy it as well. My grandmother, Penny says, my grandmother took pride in telling the stories of who her parents owning their own stuff. So my grandmother family didn't have work for the white folks, because they own their own stores also and a lot of land. She just told y'all. Olasana says, the Black African Black Chocolate, love Lisa Marie, is in the house. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Rahema, now there are lots of opportunities in Africa. You know what? She's right. Everyone in the world is buying land in Africa, but African Americans. She's so right. This is the thing. People say, oh, gentrification is affecting us in America. It's affecting the world. They're gentrifying the entire continent, all the continents. They're gentrifying the world. But that's okay. Listen, let me go another place. Because we black folks, we're very emotional. It's okay. That's why we're so beautiful. We have to take the emotion out. We have to stop being mad. We know what they do. We know how to do it. But if you can put yourself in a position to take advantage of the opportunity. Natasha says, yes, I met like-minded people like my sister, Crystal Good Girl Brown, from being involved in your intensives. Oh, I love it. Lived in Atlanta for 20 years and just now met a true like-minded sis through the Blackberry. Oh, teachings. I'm so happy. You don't know how good that makes me feel, Natasha. No, I meant when you and your husband design a home, you want oh yes, for sure, Queen. Thank you. Olasana said, I think brother and sisters need to look at African land. We have to. I agree. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm able. And soon. Audrey of Claim just joined. Yvette says, it is affecting the world, which is why okay, Yvette, come with the rest of it. But yes, Olasana, I've been looking for land in Africa. Brothers and sisters will be surprised how much a gift it would. I agree, to be honest. I say, why not buy in Africa? Why not buy here? Why not have connections around the world? You know, I think that we have a right to the land, and particularly the land in the South, just as much as we have a right to the land in Africa. I really, really do. But I could see how if you had a choice and you wanted to choose to buy land in Africa, I think it's great. I would never tell you that one is better than the other. Whatever works for you. Whatever you can do. I say and both, not either or. I'm not sitting here saying it's better for one. I'm saying if somebody gave you the opportunity to buy here right now, I think you would do it. But if somebody gave you the opportunity to buy in Africa, you better do it. So Jackie says, you are right with what you said before. We keep hearing how dangerous it is in Africa, but every time you turn on one of the nature channels, you see those other folks, they all in it. Why they did? Remember I said that? They love it though, huh? They told us not to go, but they loving it. Yasmin says, I remember buying property in Eastern Europe and don't regret it. You are totally right. Absolutely, wherever you can. Yvette says, which is why we aren't selling our houses here in Detroit and are looking at buying more. That's brilliant, and I know you're doing the right thing. If we could have helped our black folks not to sell, we just didn't even know. Look about all that Gullah Geechee land that they took over most of those islands, their golf courses and everything, because our people didn't know not to sell. So if I could help somebody think about it a little bit differently, but also if people are desperate enough to sell, let's look at the other side of why people are selling, because they don't think they can keep it up, because they're being priced out. How can we as a community make sure that the elders don't sell? What can we provide them? What opportunities? How can we get our banks and our money, the structure of our money so tight that they don't need to sell? How can we provide loans or whatever they need in order to bring their property values up? How can we do that? This is the kind of stuff we have to start thinking about. Because when people sell, we say, oh, no, black people shouldn't sell. But they're selling for sometimes very practical reasons. They have no other choice. How do we do that? Think global, act local. Tamika, you always break it down. Thank you. Camila just joined. Yvette says, Yale University. Oh, I know that's trying to price people out of where I live now. I know they are. Olasana says we need to have a dual citizenship. That's right, on the real. They are looking for us to come back. You would be surprised how many white people and Asian are there. I've been 6 times next trip in business. And you know what, Olasana, I want to definitely connect with you, talk with you, because I would love to do something in Africa, my husband and I. We really are very serious. Rahema, I'm telling you the same thing. We got to stop taking trips, y'all. We got to stop going there and attending dance retreats. and drumming circles and artists, whatever. We need to go there and scope it out and go get something. So I agree with you. But I think that if wherever you can start, it's going to be important, and I want us to do it. So let's take this slow. I love the comments, but let me get into it. You know I'm going to get into it. You know I'm going to get into it. So y'all, we got to stop being emotional. We got to stop. We know the problem. We also know the solution. How do we get to the solution? How do we create what we want? How do we do it? And Yasmin Olasana asking a great question. Which countries offer dual citizenship? Because many do. He says, I have project for conscious books of African history books for Goree Island and Dakar. I love that. Raymond says, I don't want to miss dancing again. I did not dance my last trip. I will never do that again. Come on, girl. That's right. Come on, girl. Vivian says, shared, and others are sharing. Please continue to share. It was spirit. How many of y'all, I know you're connected to the Most High. I know you're connected to spirit. Are you not listening to your spirit when your spirit say move now, whether it's here, the south, the north, up, or Africa itself? Why are you? I understand why you're not making the move. Ghana has dual citizenship, Natasha says. I think the Gambia too. I have a friend that's in the Gambia. I think they have dual citizenship as well. So let me get us back on track. It's not to scare you. It's not to even get you excited unless you're getting excited about buying. I would like to teach you in my course at the end of the month how to do it. We got to bring all that emotion, all that excitement, all that anger, whatever you have to fuel that into making something happen. Do you understand it's the same energy? The energy that you feel outraged about, the energy that you feel fearful, the energy, all of that is just energy. I'm not going to call it emotions. Why are you not using that energy and putting it into getting what you want? Why are you not sitting down, mapping it out, step by step, how to do it, how long it's going to take? Why are you not doing that? We are wasting time talking about the problem. We are wasting time talking about who got what and this and that, and they're going to do this and that. Who cares? If we bought a long time ago, we would have been ahead of the game. We've got to stop talking, and we got to start doing. I am offering this course because I'm tired of us talking. We had the same conversation. I ain't necessarily talking about y'all. I just want you to say that. But when I had a different conversation today, it's because we came with a different conversation. If you come with a different circumstance, you allow other people to come with different information, and we're not doing that. Thank you for doing this. I feel you. Thank you, Queen Rahima. Jackie says, step one for Lisa. I need to do for 2017. Have begun my first step. Jackie, you on it. I ain't worried about you, girl. Andrina, how are you, Queen? How you doing? Thank you so much. So I wanted to do this. This is a real call to action because I felt like, y'all, I want to just talk to you about spirit. I know you're spiritual, so let's go back to spirit. Let's always stay with spirit. Don't you feel like spirit is guiding your every step? Don't you feel like spirit is guiding your every day, your every moment? Don't you feel like when you get scared or nervous or when you try to figure out what you're going to do or you want to give up, spirit come and save the day? I felt like that today. It's funny, I had asked Sister Angela about where to find a jazz club in Durham, which I figured would be in Durham. But I thought that was the reason that I was going to Durham, was to find this jazz club. I didn't know I was going to Durham to talk about Black people who actually did things, who actually are doing things and want to collectively come together with us so we could do things together. The wealth of information we receive from people we did not know. Do you think that's not God? God is the creator. Do you think that's not? Do you understand that every worry, every fear, every concern you have, there's an answer for that? There's a solution, and it's waiting for you, but it's not waiting for you later. It's waiting for you right now. That's what I got today. It's all creative. I tell you, creator, the creator be saying bye, Lisa Marie, but then it come back and go, girl, could you get up? I told you this. You got to do something that's totally not related to the problem. Stop trying to relate to the problem. Andrina says, hey, dear, excellent nuggets. Thank you, Queen. Olasani says, Gambia. Senegal, Dakar. We need to write to the president there and come to them as dignitaries of the children of the diaspora. Get with I tell you more for citizenship and the spirit that tells to come. Yeah, the spirit that tells us to come home. We got to go home. I agree with you. I agree. I'm not even everything you say, brother. I agree. Angela says, and I had no idea, but spirit did. Spirit, yeah, exactly. Angela, you put me on, and Angela, it was just perfect. We drive, we park, we saw the BU, but we had to park up in front of this first store. She told us make sure we go to the second store. The second store said make sure you go to the third store. The store business told us next time we go to the fourth. We were there for hours. And people was giving us cards and the information they gave already, if we didn't just use that information, we would be so far ahead of the game. I was so humble today. I said, dang, Creator. Look, y'all, once you in motion, that's why these intensives, the training courses, all of it, the consultations. And remember, y'all, I'm doing one-on-one consultations, $75 for the hour, not $200 for the whole month of January, because so many of y'all said y'all want to talk to me. And I said, well, $200, we ain't got that. That's okay. Look, I'm one of y'all. I'm one of y'all. You ain't got it? Let me put it down so you can get it. If you serious, then you get the money. So you're going to have to invest something. You're going to have to get, do you know all of them said this? And this was different stores. They were not in with each other. How did they all end up saying the same thing? They say, I came up from a generation, the young brother from BU Cafe, young brother. He said, I came from the generation that it's better to give than receive. Do you know the first business said the same thing? The one that said, come on over. I'm coming and get y'all, you and your husband. I'm going to take you to the farmer's market. I'm going to take you to my house. We're going to grow some food. She said, I grew up in a generation where it's better to give and receive. The third business said the same thing. What? Do you think that you're not destined to have what you want? Do you think the universe is not going to put you in situations? You know what the universe wants? The universe is like, could you recognize the blessings? Could you, I sort of connect. This is me. This is how I was doing this all to everybody. Like, just thank you. Just thank you. Natasha says, I'm just learning how to recognize spirit, give thanks, and I'll help you even more as much as I can. Even do these live streams I give every night for free. I will do my best. Illustrator says, inbox me when you get the time. Yes, I'm all on it. I'm so excited. I want to do business with you. I'm there. So definitely. Erica says, give thanks. But I give thanks, Angela. I want to say you have really helped me as we have transitioned into North Carolina. Every time I ask you something, you be right on it. And I know the Creator is going to bless you because you have blessed us. The universe uses you and every single person on this call, you're being used. Be a help to somebody else. I told the ladies in the Blackberry Beauty Mastermind, $87 a month group, I told them that the first assignment we had was we cannot do research on our own business, or we cannot do research on our own goal, not for the first week. The first week, we actually, in the group, we had everybody talk about their goal. So we wrote it out, we said it, how long it's going to take for us to get it, or we believe. And our first assignment is we have to research information about how to make somebody else's business in the group prosperous and profitable. You ain't hear me? Because I want you to notice that you're going to think this is the strangest thing. How did I know that? I said to them, your first assignment is not to look for how you are going to meet your goal. Your first assignment is to look for how you're going to help other people meet their goal. How about that? They were on it in a few hours. Wasn't they giving? Somebody said, I know somebody that does grants and somebody should do that. Didn't we do it? But then I come in because I'm getting a little emotional. I don't know where that came from. That was yesterday. I go outside today and it's these people, because when you give, you receive. It's the same thing. And I go walk down the street in Durham and everybody says, I want to give you something. We have to do it. If you are not helping somebody else, then why are you here? What for you? Remember, the enslaved Africans did not escape slavery to go to the north to be free. They went back to other plantations to be with their people. If we ain't doing that, I don't know what we're doing. Angela says, wow, I love that. Erica, there's so much passion in this group. That mastermind, you saw it, girl. We was like, okay, so I still got homework to do. I got a couple of y'all to look for some stuff. I gotta hook you up, Erica. I got all of y'all in there. I know what you all said. I even said, let me say, you might say, well, I don't have information to give others. I don't have resources to help anybody else with. I said, can you send somebody an inspirational video? Can you send a T.D. Jakes, a Oprah Winfrey, a Iyanla Vanzant, a Lisa Nichols? Can you send them something that somebody else said? Can you send them the good word? Can you send them a passage if you're a Christian? What can you send? You do have something. I didn't say it had to be, you might not know about molecular biology. You may not know about financing, but you know about T.D. Jakes. You know about Iyanla. Can you send them Nubia, Lisa Marie Goodson? Can you send them that video? Can you do that? Can you inspire them that way? Because I bet you can. Hey, Jajan Sadiq, how are you? I will be there. That's right. Hey, Cotilia. So I'm thinking I'm going out to see Norman Connors on Saturday, trying to get my little music thing on. And everybody's sitting there going, oh, how you doing? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Sit down. Everybody says sit down, pull up a seat. People had time to talk. You talk about the big city, don't want to leave. Don't nobody talk to you. Ain't nobody giving you nothing. You go into the country, and maybe it's us. Maybe we strange. I find it hard to believe that we the only one getting it. But maybe I don't know. All I know is what happened. That experience, I can go to sleep like with dreams in my head of what to do next. I was getting a little weary. I was trying to figure out how we gonna do it all. And the universe was like, let me go send this girl out to go listen. See, just like the Tyrone Davis, this music thing has been working for me, y'all. And it's the Tyrone Davis, my life changed. I went to go buy these tickets for this show we going on Saturday, and everybody gave us something. Jackie says, it's funny you should say that. Some years ago, someone sent me an email message that read, he knows what you have been through, and now it's over. I immediately realized that a friend of mine really needed to read this, and I sent it to her. There you go, Miss Jackie. Natasha says, welcome to the South, Lisa Marie. I say, oh, thank you. I got you. I felt it. Real Southerners love up one another. Yes, they do. That woman said, she said, oh, so you got the land? Okay, she said, I got a great garden. I got all these raised beds. I got da-da-da-da. And she said, yeah, we was going to go to farmers market in Durham. That's as much as we've been in Durham. She said, oh, girl, we got to go to Raleigh. She said, girl, look, this where I live. Here's my number. Here's my address. Here's my this. What's yours? Good. I'll meet you here. You and your husband will go to Raleigh. And then after that, we can go to my house. And we can do some gardening. I can show you some things. We can work it out. What are raised beds? Raised beds, when you're growing a garden, like you're growing kale or collards or cabbage, it's the thing where you don't have to deal with the soil itself. You can build like these boxes and put your own soil in it, and then you can grow whatever you want. So it's not dependent on the soil being, potent, if you will, that you can actually grow in these kind of boxes, raised beds. They're great, and it's a wonderful way. We need to know how to grow our own food. We need to know how to buy. But then I said, with the sister that told us she coming on Saturday, we're going to hook up and go to the farmer's market. The pastor, who's a contractor, a builder, everything you need. The creators say, if you come, I come to you even better. You take a step, I'm taking two. We drove to Durham. We had to get in the car now. You had to move. We had to move. And that information, it just made sense like a mother. Love it. I forget, he said he's 30 miles away. If I remember the town, I'll say it. Hopefully I can. Jackie says, oh, I see. I've seen this. Yes, you did. This just did not what it was called. You just didn't know what it was called. Thank you. I know I could grow things. I have the green thumb in my family. Yes, you do. Raised beds are great here in the Detroit. That's right, in the D, where lots of the soil is contaminated by industrial waste. You got it. So that's exactly what it is. People in the city can grow whatever they want. In the so-called hood can grow whatever they want. Absolutely, using raised bread. Can you imagine if we just like knew that? But we can. And there's people that's willing. Look, the brother we talked to, the sister that's going to take a shower, he's an older woman. It's like the elder I needed in my life. When you get a certain age, you get that you're supposed to give. You can't take all that with you. What is it not to, I say, what is it to experience life if I can't do it with y'all? So you got to start thinking, how can I, if you don't know what to do for yourself, then think about what you can do for another. Especially somebody that looks just like you. It's imperative. It's not about hating others, not liking others. It's not even about that. Why can't we love ourselves? Why can't we love ourselves? Why can't we help ourselves? Do you understand that any inkling you get to move or to relocate or to change your mind, even if to move is just to move your consciousness? Do you understand that it's not you? Like that's, I think the most humbling part about living is understanding that it's not me. When I think of the thing, the universe thought of it for me. The universe is like, yes, you keep asking for your divine purpose. That's it. It's moving. It's more than that. Just keep going. Just keep going. And I just keep going. When I'm down, but yours happening fast. It's like the universe is speeding up, and whatever you ask for, you're getting right now. When I think of courses, I ain't thinking of no BS courses. I ain't thinking of no stupid egg-ish. I'm sitting there going, what do my people need? What do we need? What do we need right now? Okay, they said what they needed. Okay, Creator, tell me how to give them that. Do you understand that? That's how I create a course. I create it based on what we need right now. And if I have information, how do I give it to you? Bianca J says, I would love to start gardening and teach my girls during homeschool. I have no idea where to start. Well, Bianca J, you know what? When I get on the land, I'm going to do some of these live streams will be on the land. And I'll be happy to show you because somebody's about to show us. Another sister from the UK, Marilyn Fontaine, introduced me to a brother in North Carolina, a Rasta brother who is a premier farmer in the area. Said to be happy to show us. People are coming out the woodwork. People say, oh, clear the land, we'll bring brothers down. We do that, we'll help you do that too. Do you understand that when we win, everybody wins? It's just a beautiful thing, y'all. So hell, I grow string beans on the front porch. Come on, wrapping the vines around the banister. And you know what? I was going to say, Yvette, the fact is we can grow on the front porch. We can grow wrapping around the bed. I was thinking that too. In the end, you can do it anywhere. But owning that land and being able to give it to your babies, that's everything. Hey, Tamra. Sarita says, I can't wait to start my garden this year. Yay, Bianca, we dig the holes and have my grandson drop the corn kernels in. They love when they start to grow tall. I know. Isn't that a great feeling? Erica says, hey, Jocelyn. Olasana says, traveling is restoring your insights, renewed its law of attraction of metaphysics. Absolutely right. Bonfire says, start indoor gardening, growing sprouts, and I sprout all the time. And you know, ladies, in our Blackberry Beauty Secrets, we're going to talk about sprouting. I love it. Energy. Yes, Olasani, thank you. Tamika says, there's a local guy who is showing our homeschool how to grow food using aquaponics is another way. You don't even need dirt. That's another way. What? So it's not, so when you think about, well, oh, it's so slow and I know there's better land or I know there's opportunities in Africa or the South or wherever else, but I just don't want to give my lifestyle. I want you to sit down and really think about your lifestyle. Is your lifestyle from paycheck to paycheck? Is your lifestyle always fearing that is your lifestyle not owning where you live? Is your lifestyle not feeling like you being a slave to your job? I mean, this lifestyle that we fighting for, the one that we really want is somewhere else, even if it's just somewhere else up here. Tamika says, there's a local guy who is showing our homeschool how, oh yeah, okay, thank you, I saw that. Jackie says, now with aquaponics, you don't have the insects in your house, do you? She'll talk about that. Kendall says, gardening is spiritual practice. Let's talk about that, Kendall. Because it puts one in sync with the motion of the God. Okay, so now, come on, Kendall, let me go there. Kendall, can I say thank you? I feel like I look at my man's face, my husband's face, and the glow that's on him. He looks so much younger. I mean, the relaxation. Like somebody asked me why I cut my hair. Look, y'all, when I say I don't care, how do I explain to you that all those superficial things, it don't matter. The earth is what matters. The garden is what matters. What grows from it is what matters. The river flowing is what matters. The tree growing fruit is what matters. I keep telling y'all, we so extreme. I'm going to be 100% raw. I'm going to be all vegan. And these people eating pork and this and that, but they live on a farm. They look better than I do. Wait, y'all. They all ain't even black. And they look pretty good. It's the nature, the land, I say, come to the South where the living is easy. Kendall says, true. Serena says, yes. Crystal at Tamika Nicole Harris, please inbox me the contact information for the business rep teaching aquaponics as possible. Connect, y'all. Use this page to connect. Good. And that's Crystal Mendoza is saying that. Bonfire says, that's the glow I want. Absolutely free. Yes. Anwar says, I love my garden. This year I need to get my veggies game up. You know it. I cannot wait for mine. Lolette says, sincere peace of mind with all and everything. Y'all, I ain't got my nail. Look at my nail. Look at my nail. Look at my nail. I don't care. I ain't thinking about no damn nails right now. I'm thinking about taking that nail money that I would normally pay. Okay, so let's talk about where do we get the money to buy the land? Where do we get the money to buy the house or real estate? Where do we get the money? I could probably not do my nails for a year and I would probably save a lot of money. I could not buy beauty products for my goddamn hair. I can tell you that for sure. And I could probably save a lot of money. We have the money. It's that we don't use it for the things that's really important. We're so busy trying to impress, I don't know what we're doing. We're caught up in the wrong things. The beauty secret is in nature. The beauty secret is putting your feet on the ground. That's beautiful. And that keeps you beautiful. Eating foods that grow, that's beautiful. The beauty secret is in the simplicity of life. And I had no idea. We ride down them country roads, and even when we go to dorm, and today, it was 68 degrees. The weather was absolutely beautiful. Something about not hearing cars every time you open your window. Something about no street lights at nighttime. Believe it or not, it's beautiful and tranquil. Even the snowed in part that it was only a day or two. It was probably a day. Something about, I loved it. One of the sisters said, she was from Jersey. She's been here for 7 years. It's a sister that owns the shop called Ngozi. And she said, yeah, girl. Them 2 days of snow. She said, girl, I ain't mind. I had so much to do at home. Everybody that's in the Blackberry Beauty Secret, didn't I say that to you? What you gonna miss when the snow comes? Unless you got to be out there grinding because you got to go make that money outside of your home. How do we create a way? Gardening has a way to do that. Gardening always ruined my nails too. You know what? And Kendall, I love it. I didn't even think about Kendall. I love it. Wait, let's go back to the bonfire said, F them nails. That's what I'm saying. But I didn't even think about the idea that the nails are not important because, Kendall, you're right. They're about to go into the earth. I didn't even thank you. See, you see how the Spirit is already saying, let go of all that superficial stuff. Let go. Jackie says, Jackie says, now that's a good point. If I stop buying gazillion hair products, I can have more money as well. Laugh out loud. Did you say 68 degrees? Just fainted. Yeah, girls, beautiful. Angela says, yeah, Angela already told me the weather fluctuate here. So I was happy. Angela, you put me on. Like, I'm loving you. You have put me on. I'm going to ask you some more stuff too, girl. Olasana says, I can tell Grant is one source. Or you can travel 50 to Costa Rica for about $1,000. Okay, Olasana's giving information. So y'all need to listen. Erica says, yes, I love it. We just telling somebody that. Yes, Erica says, it's so peaceful. You can see the stars in the sky. And you want to talk about being a vegan gonna keep you young? Looking at the stars in the sky gonna keep you young. We used to be so connected to the earth. We talk about God as the universe. Let's talk about the universe, God as land, and land as God, and the earth as the universe. And God, it's one, and we missing out. Sarita says, I love walking barefoot in the grass. Oh, in my backyard, you so blessed. Walking on Mother Earth, feeling her energy. Yes. 70 degrees in the air. Yay. That's right. That's right. The South, no. It was 74 here today, and I loved it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Garden is a must. Michelle Obama demonstrates that, don't she? And she's so beautiful. True. Who needs the chemicals anyway? Come on, let's talk about that. Tamika says aquaponics is a marriage of aquaculture and hydroponics that grows fish and plants together in one integrated system. Thank you for breaking it down. Star Fox, how are you? Just joined. 74 degrees sending daggers to Taryn. Just kidding. I know because they in Detroit. They ain't getting that. Angela says your stars are out tonight. Yes, stars are out tonight. Yeah, I need to go out there and look at them. Kendall says the creator and creation. Yes, the black man black is the answer. Yes, Boo, thank you. Boo left. Hey, Let's is joined. I don't know if I've seen you in a while, Queen, so I'm glad you're here. So let me say this. Every day I'm understanding what I'm going to be teaching in the January intensive, the moving up and moving out, because it's becoming more clear because that's what Spirit does. And yes, Olasana says, coming back to nature. Star Fox says, hey, we miss you. Jackie says, but we do have beautiful views of the moon here in the D. And the moon, y'all, we on the full moon. Isn't it beautiful? And Boom says, peace and blessings, Queen. So good that you're here. So this is what I want. There's nothing like walking barefoot in your yard and picking your lunch. Oh, come on, picking your lunch. I love the way you said that. That's everything. Jen Sadiq says, a beautiful full moon tonight makes me want to move. Yes, and you know what, Jen? I know you're ready to move. So let me, this is what I want to do with the moving thing. This is something I want to just give you this little tip. I thought I was moving with a purpose. Let me just start off with that. I thought that I knew why I was moving. I'm not saying that I don't know that, we moved because we wanted this land, we bought this land. Do you understand that? Why did I wake up one day and say, I think we're supposed to move out of California, baby, and I think we're supposed to move to the South, but yet I had nowhere in the South to go. At that point, I never lived in the South. I definitely didn't ever visit North Carolina. See, I need you to get the feeling so you can understand the intensive we're about to do. I didn't need to know. I didn't need to know the details. I went with the feeling. And the thing in the Blackberry Beauty Secrets is what I'm teaching is, and the mastery program, is how do you first get the feeling? And then move with the feeling, not knowing exactly why. Because it's getting clearer every day that I stay here, every day that I meet somebody, every day that I figure something out. And yes, doesn't mean you on easy street. We gotta, in a sense, I don't say we have to work harder, but we do have to work smarter. So I just need you to know that it does start with spirit. It's your spirit. What is your spirit telling you? Kendall says, moon tonight exalted in the sign of Cancer. That makes so much sense why we're so emotional in the sense. Emotional meaning in a good way. We're feeling our feelings. We're feeling, so we're nurturing. That's okay. Well, then let me be mama tonight. Let me be mama tonight. Stepping out on faith, always. Rose says, powerful, moving with the feeling. Absolutely. Tamika says, took a pic of the moon tonight. Had to pull over to capture it. It's so beautiful. First thing starts with a feeling. You have to feel it. But most of us are so bogged down with so-called life, we lost the feeling. So that 297 Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe. No, I'm sorry. The 297 Spiritual Awakening of the Black Woman. That's why that was created. But no matter what, if you take that or you take a $97 for 3 hours, I'm going to keep giving you the same thing. I need you. I know you're frustrated. Because you go, well, what should I do? Sister Lisa Marie, where should I go? Should I do it now? What do you think about that? Listen, I understand that frustration. I don't want you to keep going through that. That's a waste of time. It's taking too much time. I want you to know. And then I want you to know that you don't know. But you will. The answer will be revealed, and there'll be more to learn. And the answer will be revealed, and there'll be more to learn. See, this is the thing. You don't want to go nowhere not knowing where it's going to lead you. Then you ain't going to live life. Then you don't want to live life. You don't want to go nowhere not knowing all the details. It's mapped out, it's ironed out. You don't want to do that because then you don't want to live, because life don't work like that. It ain't in no neat package. It's never going to be in no neat package. But of course, yes, if you have a plan, I can teach you how to have a plan. I can teach you how to feel more secure. But within that security, the ground's still going to shake from under you. You know what? Me and my husband, we look at it like that's like a rush for us. There's like excitement in the unknown. You know, no matter what, y'all, no matter what happens, we feel good because we took a chance. We live in life. At least we live in it. Right, wrong, good, bad, we live in it. How many of y'all is really feel like you wake up every day and you just living life to the fullest? Not many. All these gray hairs in my head, I know something. I ain't thinking about my nails. I ain't thinking about my hair growing long and I got to do the so-and-so and I got to put, and I spend out. I ain't got time for hours. That's hours taken away from this right here, what I'm doing with you. I got to be here with you. Not here, up here. I got to be here with you. That's my duty. Do you know your duty? You have obligations. You're not here by yourself. You trying to live for you? You out of your mind. You can't live for you. You get that. You get when everybody else. Remember the overflow. I got so much to give because I'm giving so much to myself that it's overflowing to others. I know why I'm here and I don't know why I'm here. How about that? And can you be okay with that? Can you be okay that you know why you're here and you don't know why you're here? Can you be okay with that? That's when life get real fun. That's when it get real excited. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is great. Now I'm ready. Rhonda says, listening. Jen says, I know I'm not. Tamika says, bought a mug today that said, believe, blossom, and become. Come on now. Dimitri says, oh my God, Queen, I haven't caught you live lately, but the replays are giving me life. I am so glad. I am so glad. I say to myself, if I live, well, I'm going to live a long, healthy life, just like the rest of y'all. But when I finally leave this earth, at least I left something. At least I did my best. That's all that you could do. I get scared, y'all. I get worried. Sometimes I don't know. But every single time, see, this is what I'm saying. I feel like I remember back in the day, that like sad, scared, and not knowing, and indecisive, that seemed to stretch out for years. It just seemed to go on forever. Now, the moment that I feel like, what am I going to do? Or how is that going to happen? I'm not even exaggerating. Spirit says, hey, why don't you get up today? I say to my husband, I say, oh, Angela gave me this place called BU Cafe. And, you know, I think we should just go down there. Do you think that was Spirit saying? Why didn't I just buy the tickets online? You could do it. Spirit said, no, because I'm in the South now. You don't buy, you go down there. How many of y'all done went down? So I'm going to go on down there. We so stuck on the internet. We so stuck on ordering online that we lose connection with information from people. You have light around you. You have an aura. And when people see it, they want to give you stuff. I said, well, you know what? We in the South. Let's just go on down there. Anyway, the site said, come on down too. Like I tell you the South, they always say, y'all come back now. Y'all come back now. And we came on and you got to go down there, y'all. What that mean to you? You got to go down there. What does that mean to you? You got to get up from out your seat, from out your house, and you got to go down there. Because there's something down there that ain't on the internet. It ain't on the website. It ain't there. I know the young people like it's all on the internet. Anything I want. Everything ain't on the goddamn internet. It ain't true. You got to go down there. You got to get out your space of your comfort zone and you got to go talk to people. You got to be seen because somebody got something for you. Dimitri says, such a legacy you are disposing. Thank you, posting. Thank you. Isis says, yes, I'm finally watching you live. Oh, I'm so glad because I don't recognize your name. So I'm so happy. I've been watching so many of your videos on YouTube. Thank you so much for your amazing wisdom. You taught me so much. Please come to London, UK. Loving like, girl, I would love to come again. I came to London once with Tahuti Maharaj. Listen, y'all, could you bring me on? Because the feeling I had with the black folks in London, there's no experience that ever would match that. That's equal to the experience I'm having now in the South. Dimitri says immersion. That's right. Go down there. Angela heard me. You got to go down there. Natasha says, on your way to London, stop by Atlanta again. We want to hear you in person. That's right, Natasha. I'm coming out. Let me tell you, same day Atlanta. I told my husband today, we getting there. I got a plan, and I'm going to announce it soon. Kevin says, your teeth are immaculate. Wowzers. Okay, thank you. Tamika says, yes, Queen, Atlanta. Oh, yes, Atlanta. Y'all, Atlanta. I ain't never saw nothing like that in my life. I ain't never saw that many black people in one place in my life, and it was pure heaven and joy to me. We stayed at the Marriott Gateway, and it blew my mind. The love, the joy. Listen, this is what I want. And Jen Sadiq was there. So you know I had a good time. And Crystal Good Girl Brown was there. So you know I had a good time. Next time you travel to London, let me know. I would love to go. Good, Jen, we going. We're going to go. And so, listen, y'all. Andrew says, the land of beautiful people, Atlanta. Y'all, Atlanta, we'll be there. This is why we're on this side. But do you understand that there was no rhyme or reason? That's why I want you to know that if you say right now, you think you don't want to move or you happy where you are. When I moved from Brooklyn to California, I thought I was a Brooklynite for life. I never wanted to leave Brooklyn. I feel like saying it was all by mistake, but there is no mistakes. When you leave a place, even if you're unsure, and you get to the next place, when you get there, you go, oh my God. I feel like California was the most beautiful training ground for me. I know it was the place for me at that time, but you're going to outgrow a place, a person, a thing, a situation, and so you go, okay. I thought about today, I said, dang, in the end, we all gonna die. We all gonna pass. We all gonna transition. Why don't we do as much as we can? I said, we should be like, life, come on, Dad. We should be like, come on, life. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take chances. There's nothing else to lose. You got so many years on earth. You live it up, y'all. Live it up. And Natasha Daniels was, Natasha, I love you. I love being with you, seeing you, and I'm so happy. Kevin says, me too. Now in South Florida. There you go. We have to come together. But if you do decide, if you don't move, if you're in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, if you up north, you can prosper there. We actually need to be everywhere. I know everybody ain't sojourning. I know everybody ain't taking that leap. But I'm saying if something in you is calling you, then take the January intensive at the end of the month, and I'll help you get there. And also, don't forget the consultation. Instead of $200 an hour, they're $75 all the way through January. I just want to remind you. I've outgrown Atlanta for sure. Rose says she's done. And that's another thing. You know what the other beautiful thing? What's good for one may not be good for another. Somebody said, oh, you left California, you didn't like it? Well, I want to move to California. What do you think? I think it's great for you. I did not like it. I loved it, actually. To be honest, I was quite complacent. A little too complacent. I loved it. I didn't leave because I hated it. I didn't leave because I didn't like it. I left because my spirit wasn't there anymore. But it was because the spirit knew that something is coming. Y'all, we started the conversation. Can you see the writing on the wall? It's about to change again, the whole economic structure. And yes, of course, the president and the idea of him coming in says that something shifted. It's the thing with black folks, we usually behind the eight ball. Usually it already happened. And we talking about it like it's happening. Yeah, that gentrification, that ain't looking too good. It's already done. It's already done. It ain't even done. We shouldn't even be talking about it. It's already done. Now, can we calculate the next move so we can be ready for that? And that's what I want to show you how to do for $97. I want to show you how to do it. So Doe says, my husband has 10 acres in Georgia. What a blessing. Never wanted to move to the South, but we're thinking about it now. I'm loving it. If I could influence you, I will. Kevin Gordon says exactly. So let me explain this to people. When you move, it ain't going to be that old life. And that's the hardest part for most people. But you don't want that old life. It ain't going to be nothing like you said. You know what? It could be better. It could be better. I mean, I'm up here in this town with the sofa, in the boonies, and I love it. But I can drive to Durham, and what I got today has been magnificent. I don't want the same. I understand. If I'm here and it's quiet and laid back, if I could not care about the nails and the hair and the different, I got clothes galore. I don't need no more clothes. If I could not, and I say, oh, universe, you're saying I'm preparing you for the life that you're going to have, not the life that you already had. So I'm taking you out. I'm moving you away. I'm putting you in far. You're learning new things. You're learning. Why am I in a farm town? There's farms across the street. I'm not exaggerating. What is the clue in that? Are you looking at the clues of your life? What is the clue in that? I can't get to the salon and the. What is that saying? You got to talk about it. Why am I learning how to make my own products, my cleaning products? Why am I organizing my home? Why am I putting things in order? Why am I living like an old-time Southern woman? Why is that happening? Do you ever ask yourself that? What are you being called to do? We keep saying we go to school to learn, but we don't use life as school. Why don't we just living is learning? Just living is going to school. But life is, I don't know, y'all. Woo, it's easy to keep doing the same thing over and over again, being stuck. And Natasha, you're right. That's why we do it. You know what? It is, Natasha, it is easy, but it's not too, in a way. And think about that. I know you know what I mean, because it is, but it's not. When it starts to, because it's going to hit the fan. Things ain't going to stay the same because it never does. And then what? You might as well create the change instead of waiting for it to just happen. That usually don't work in our favor when we do that. Kevin Gordon says, my son can walk to school and I'm not worried about nothing but what he's having for his snack. In Brooklyn, he was fighting all the time. You know what, Kevin? I was thinking the same thing, Kevin. I was thinking today about, I don't think I've ever felt this safe in my entire life. And I'm telling you, I live in some call it even like a little hippie community town. Like, I love it. People tell me, oh, you're in a small town, you got to be careful. Okay, but why do I feel safer here than I did in Oakland? I mean, I looked at the crime rate, there's like 0. I'm just saying, I don't know how the heck I find this, right? What I'm telling you is, when we drive down those roads, and you see farmhouses, some abandoned houses, and this, and I just go, thank you, thank you, thank you, Creator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank the Creator every day. Thank you for being smarter than me. Thank you for knowing what I did not know. If you are not thinking about getting something for yourself, if you're not thinking about owning a piece of this earth, I don't even know what's going on in your head. Hey, Lena. Lena says, aspiring to have a simple, sustainable, abundant life. There you go. Lena, you broke it down. Jackie says, my goodness, Kevin, I'm glad your son is safe now. Ashe. Natasha says, Ashe, create the change. We can. We can, y'all. So I want you to know that you're being led by spirit. I want you to know that your spirit never lies. I want you to know that the possibility of buying land is not hard. Okay, so I want to give you one more thing because you have to know this. Some might say, well, Lisa Marie, I bet you, so did you always want land? Is this something that you thought of? I'm like most people, I didn't know, I didn't have sense enough to think of it. I didn't have no sense. I'm sorry. I ain't had no sense. I didn't have sense enough to want land. let alone did I think I was going to get it. Do you understand that it had to be something bigger? What happened? If you doing yoga 15 and you doing raw foods and you doing all the spiritual meditation, or you going to church every Sunday and you praying to God, but you ain't got no direction, your life ain't changed, you ain't going nowhere, why the hell you doing all that? That's what Spirit said. What did you think all of that stuff you was doing? So you can have glowing skin? Look how that to me even seems superficial. I eat raw because I want to glow. And I know it's called head to toe, but it should be in and out. I want to go raw because I want a slim body. You know, I want to go raw because what? How silly now? Why do you do what you do? Where is it going to lead you, and how is it going to benefit everybody in your life? Okay, how is it going to do that? Ask yourself that question and watch you come up with a different type of lifestyle. And be open that there's many answers to the same question. I'm going to say it again. There are many answers to the same question. You know that already. Rose says, speak that, says, thank you. Jackie says, so is buying the first less expensive than buying the house first, buying the land first? You want to buy the land first, period. Buy the land if you can. And yes, the land can be very inexpensive. I'm going to tell you about the land. I'm going to give you one little tip. Hey, Pam, Jackie says, I meant buying the land first. Yes. You know what's interesting? The people that told us about the land and the person that owns this whole town, the man we bought the land from owns the whole town, this whole town, and land throughout North Carolina. The folks that bought their land, it was during the tail end of the crash in 2007, 2008. So they got the land for half of what we paid. When we came and bought the land, the economy was on the up again. This is why I'm telling you, when it goes and crashes, or the buyouts, the bank, when that happens again, what the man said was the first thing that people was not going to buy when they are broke and they losing their jobs. Most people are not going to buy land. Not only are they not going to buy land, a lot of people are going to sell their land. And if you're in the right position, you're able to buy the land at a cheaper price. Now, the land, we on the 18.5, altogether he had 78.5. So there's 60 acres of land that is not sold yet. We want the 60 acres. Now, if the economy breaks or crashes, I know that they'll probably, this is what I'm imagining, will give us the land. I mean, we got to pay money, but we have to put ourselves in a position to be able to take advantage of what's going to happen anyway. And maybe taking advantage is a word people don't want to hear. But you have to be able to be in front of it and have the opportunity. So when that market does crash, and if it does, because it probably will, how do you put yourself in a position? Kevin said, that's right, many answers. Pamela says, hey, Queen. Lola says, my daughter and I have discussed buying land that would be fruitful deposit that will multiply on many levels. And I'm so glad you talked about multiplying, because since we bought the land last year, the December of 2015, the land has gone up in value 3 times. And I mean, it's amazing. It appreciates. Even if it crashes, you're still able to have it if you create. So this is the thing that I want to teach us how to do. How do we create products, services, businesses that can still thrive throughout the so-called depression? Isn't that the really bigger question? Right, you said, thank you. Kendall says, my broker says it will. Everybody is. Teach Lisa, positioning is important, imperative. Yes, Pamela. You mean a land broker, Kendall? Yes. Kendall says, your land and home is another bank. Yes, it's another bank. So how do we know it's coming? So when I'm like, take that intensive that passed already, it used to be $97 to $77, is creating healthy money rituals, or the one that sell or be sold. what I'm wanting to do, I have a client who invested in the mastery program, and also I had this 10 consultations. If you buy it in 10 consultations instead of one each, if you buy it in bulk, you get a discount, so to speak. Everybody I'm talking to is wanting me to help them position themselves. And look, y'all, I ain't studying no finance. I don't know nothing about what they say, I don't know nothing about birthing no babies, okay? I don't know nothing about, I can't give you the real big words, but I got common sense. Just like your ancestors did. How come they own land but couldn't read and write? I'm just saying. Help me out on this one, y'all. Let's come on. Anybody got the answer? How they do that? How they do that? We supposed to be so educated. They couldn't read and write, but they have more land than we did. They own their own stores, supermarkets, little general stores. How come they had that and we didn't? It's not. It's the writing on the wall, and I'm looking at it. But I'll tell you something, Jacqueline A. Ramsey, I met my stockbroker, but it's all connected, exactly. And you know what? This is the thing, too. It is all connected. That's a great way. The land itself, once you have it, I want to talk about something spiritual. It wants you. It's like you step foot on it and it adopts you. It's like it needs you as much as you need it. See, y'all never think about that. Ken told about it's all connected. You don't really see it that way. It's not just a money maker. It's not just there for profit. It's something very spiritual. It's like meeting a lover or your soulmate or an ancestor. Every time you visit it, something happens in you. And you become more connected. It's so natural. So if you can get on it, you would actually see it. Some ain't ready. Some people going down, they're going to sink with the ship, y'all. They're going down with the sinking ship. I know some people are going to do that. I'm saying that if you want something different, consider going to my website, www.theblackberrybeauty.com, and looking at what can help you. So I don't just want to put you in a great position. I want to put me. The more that I can teach you how to get in a better position, it actually helps me to stay in a better position. Not just because financially you're giving and we're both doing a giving and receiving thing, because the more I can talk about it, believe it or not, y'all, you know how what you concentrate on grows? The more that you talk about it, the more that you become it, the more that you start moving towards it, it starts moving towards you. So it's like I said, we went into these stores and people was like, oh, you're new. Did you say you're new around here? And we was like, oh, yeah, we just been here for like 40 days. I think it's like 40 days, And it's like, oh, you just got here. What made you come here? We said, we bought land. Oh, where? They tell them, how much? Oh, my God. The conversation, it's another conversation. People always want to help people that they feel like is helping themselves. I'm going to say it again, and y'all all know this is true. Don't people help people some people say, why do people help people that seem like they don't need help? Because those people look like they help themselves. People want to invest in you when you help yourself. People want to invest with you when you take the right step. So it don't have to be a big one. And I just want to show you the next intensive about this movie, but also I'm going to tie that into land buy. I'm just going to show you what we did and how we did it and little spiritual things that I would like metaphysically for us to work on so we could do it. So if you're interested, let me look at the time. Oh, I am on this call. Am I today? But you know what? It is getting late, and I just want to say, I know I get lost. I get lost in here because I get found. Let me say that. I get found when I'm talking to y'all. But tomorrow, I got my Blackberry Beauty Secrets How to Glow from Head to Toe training course. I'm going to have to give them at least 2 hours, 2.5 hours to 3 hours. We on Friday night, tomorrow night. And y'all, we talking about health. I'm going to show you how to use health to get what you want. I know a little something about that. And I've learned a lot more. So if you're interested, the Blackberry Beauty Secret training course, go to the website. You can still be a part of it. The January 29th. 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the training course. The intensive call, Moving Up and Moving Out. We talk about how to buy land, what to do, what you should expect, yada, yada, how you could do it, even if you right now don't have money. I didn't have money when I decided to buy land. We had none. Another thing is, what else I want to say, the mastery group is on and popping. If you want to be a part of it, it's $87 a month. It's a group. It's tight. It's small. We're doing it. And so, yeah. I got so much to say, but tomorrow's... Actually, I won't be on tomorrow. I'm devoting my 3 hours tomorrow, 2.5 to 3 hours, to my group. So I won't be on tomorrow. I won't Saturday and Sunday I won't be on either. I might drop in impromptu video. You know, I like to do that because that's just what I'll be feeling. But I'll see you all on Monday. So hold, strong and see the goodness of life, because life is so good. People say, oh, life is against you. Life is so hard. No, life is so beautiful. Life is so magical. Every time you wake up another day, you have an opportunity to do it in another way. You can do it better than you did yesterday. Don't let nobody tell you life ain't good. No matter what it looked like, it's so good. And I hope that at least for these couple of hours that I come to you, as much as I can, I hope I can make it a little better and a little brighter. And I'm giving thanks and praises to you. Night all. Thank you, Lolette. Thank you. Every time you open your eyes in the morning, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So I love you all with all my heart. I don't even know where the time went, but it did. I love you all with all my heart. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy. Ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. You're very welcome. Hope to see you in one of the programs I offer. Peace and blessings.